So, Natalie, what are we going to talk about today?
Well, most retirement budgets, they start on paper. You kind of guess what's going to be happening, but you don't really have that number that match real life.
Yeah.
So we decided to stop guessing and finding out. We are tracking real spending, and July is number one.
Number one.
So hello, and good to see you. Today, this month, we want to answer a very simple question. How much does our standard life actually cost? It's like we didn't try to be good and take some expenses out. We're actually not cutting back anything and being very real about this. We want to know what the real life cost, and we just lived normally and tracked July.
It's like weighing a suitcase for a long trip.
Correct.
You can guess the weight. You can be convinced yourself that it's fine.
23 kg.
But until it's on the scale, you're not really sure what it weighs. So July is the first time we're putting our lifestyle on a scale.
Yeah, we're going to find out if it's real.
Yeah. Normal bills, winter power bills in New Zealand, because we're in New Zealand, a little bit higher than normal. Groceries, a birthday that we had for Natalie, and a long weekend in Auckland. So a little bit, some additional expenses that we normally wouldn't have.
Correct.
But we're trying to keep it real. I took what we spent, then compared it to the income and the salaries, if the income and salaries stop, and the final answers. It's a starting point.
Yeah, it's a starting point,
Yeah.
right? So we took what we spent and what we think our income is going to be. So this is actually what we're going to look. We're going to have a little bit of a rundown here of what we spent in July, and then the income without our salaries that we have potentially coming in our retirement.
Yeah.
We don't know everything yet, and you'll soon find out if you stay tuned till the end, if it's a surplus or a downfall. Is it a smiley or a we'll find out soon. So, and this is when spending was normal, not cutting back anything. We just want to know, like, if we sustain this life, it would look like what?
Yep.
So some parts of those expenses we're going to look at are going to be higher than usual because, like you mentioned, it was my birthday, so more expenses. And we do have our birthday week style, so we do spend a little bit more, but that's kind of our style. Yep. And we went house sitting in Auckland. So when we're in Auckland, we do more shopping, because we live a bit rural here, so it kind of has an opportunity for us to catch up on different shopping that we don't have here. So here's the number for July. The total spending for July was 8,188 New Zealand. We're going to do everything in New Zealand and give you the total in US at the end. So what does that imply? For 8,188, it includes our household.
Yep.
And the household includes insurance,
Mortgage.
taxes, the mortgage, the little bit left, that's what's left in there. And what we call rates here is the taxes. So all that is $2,435. Hopefully, eventually, less. But right now, that's still what's going on. Now, groceries. And you can't get away from that. The whole month of July was $1,557 New Zealand. Power and heating, like we said, in right now, July for us is a winter month.
Winter,
So it's a little bit, and it is the peak of winter, and it's been cold. It's winter, much
Coldest
colder than usual.
they've had actually on record.
On record, yeah. So, and we do heat with firewood, but anything you plug here, electricity is quite high. Like being from Canada, we're stunned on how much electricity costs here. So all those heaters that are in the rooms and stuff. So power and heating was $620 for the month, even though we heat mostly with a fireplace. Then there was the transport. And transport, we have to be very transparent. We both have a company vehicle. So anything to do with car payment, maintenance, any kind of fuel, we're very lucky we don't pay that right now. But we still have a allocation of mileage we can do with those vehicles, and because we went to Auckland, that came out of that allowance, and we have to pay kilometers. Plus, we took some Ubers. So transport was $174 for the month of July.
For medical, all those prescriptions that we need, or vitamins, minerals, whatever, we all
Yeah, prescriptions,
Yeah,
your
prescriptions.
contact lenses.
Yeah, contact lenses and stuff like that, so I can actually see and read stuff. You know.
Other
It's
stuff.
358 for the month. Our shopping, that's gifts and just general shopping that we like to do.
Yeah.
You know, that it's 870 for the month. Life insurance, one of those things you can't get away from, unfortunately. That's $220 a month. And an education fund for the grandkids is $100 a month. All other subscriptions, $200 a month. Now, the thing that was kind of different this month, July, over normal months, is that it was Natalie's birthday.
Yeah.
So we had a long weekend
Nice supper,
in
went
Auckland.
to the
So
movies.
yes, we did some extra little
More
things.
coffees and cakes and
Yeah, so that would cost
all that.
$1,154.
Thank you for your next birthday.
That's right. And also because we're in Auckland, we don't get a chance to go to Costco very much. So we went to Costco, and you know what happens when you go to
Cha-ching.
Costco? Big shopping. That's why they have big shopping carts. You know. Fill it up. So that was $500. So all up, if you look at the total cost, the New Zealand dollars was $8,188.
Yes.
That's equivalent to US $4,826.
big difference when you do that conversion.
Yeah.
So next is how much did we bring in, or do we think we're going to bring in when we have no salary? Because we're trying to be in a real retirement budget experiment.
Yep.
So once we remove our salaries, we just keep the income from our rentals, not investment properties we have,
Just
because
the
we're not
rental
sure
and
we're going to
our
have
house
those.
rental,
Yeah.
yeah.
So house rental here, withdrawing from our portfolio. We're estimating that we are going to take, because we don't have a huge portfolio, we'd like to take 6% to supplement a little bit more. We understand that most people say take 4%, but we know the risk and we're taking 6%.
Yeah.
And then we also have my side hustles that we do. And what else? That's it, right?
Yep.
So all that, because we didn't take in consideration that I might be eligible for a Canadian pension fund,
Yeah.
which is
Only
very
when you turn
ambiguous.
60,
Yeah, which is coming soon, like 11 months, but we don't know if it's going to be 500, 700, 1,000, no clue. So we decided not to include it. So that income, $9,383 is the income in New Zealand dollars that was for July. So here's a yay. We actually made more than we spent.
Yeah.
In US dollars, that's 5,530. So the surplus is $1,195 New Zealand. But the thing is, this is not the whole picture, because like we mentioned before, there's something missing, right?
Yeah, definitely something missing. A big example is transport. You know, right now, both of us, very lucky, we have company vehicles. So no cost to us for that. But unfortunately, when we stop working, that changes. We have to actually give these vehicles back.
Yeah.
Gotten used to it.
Maybe we can buy them.
Yeah. We may buy them, you know. We may rent. We may use some other option, like when we were in Sri Lanka.
And did a
I
tuk-tuk.
drove a tuk-tuk.
We
Loved
did talk
it.
about bringing back a tuk-tuk.
I would love to do that. That'd be so good.
That's another
Maybe we can get
video.
an electric one, which is just power.
Yeah,
And
we
then
don't-
power's pretty high
we don't
as
have
well.
snow here. That could be an option.
There'll
That'd
be
be
a
fun.
cost in the future, you know,
For transport.
for
yeah.
transport, but you know,
We don't know what
that's
it is
not
yet.
included right now.
Yeah. So, and what else is missing? The vehicle replacement, the
Obvious.
actual car, like we mentioned, or not. The fuel, the insurance, the maintenance, all that jazz that goes with a car. So we're still on the fence. We would love to do public transport, but where we live right now, that would not be a very suitable option. Even taxis are crazy expensive, and there's barely one Uber, I think, in our
Yeah.
town. So maybe not. One thing that's not part of this, missing in the equation, is the part Rome. We are part home, part Rome, and the Rome part includes travel and trips, and that's not like $1,100 a month. We're not going to go very far with that. So that's a little bit of
We
a.
might have to swim across the oceans.
So the July is not the full picture. It's 1 month out of the experiment, but hopefully it adjusts itself as it goes along. We're trying to stay positive that we don't have to sell anything, because we
Yeah.
do want to stay part home, part Rome.
Absolutely. So do the same thing in August. We're going to do the same thing in September.
Yeah.
We're not going to change habits. We're not going to try and improve the numbers and make them out to be something that they're not. We're going to keep all 3 months data
Yeah.
and then look at the average, okay? And actually what it actually needs to change for this to work.
Yeah. So if this is the kind of content that you find interesting and you're also thinking about the same thing, like the retirement and the travel part and keeping a home base and budgets and all that stuff, making the next chapter actually work, please subscribe, and that'd be great if you follow us along.
Hit that bell.
Yeah.
Okay. We are testing this in real life, okay? So not just talking about it.
No, we're actually doing
We talk a lot about it, but we're not
this
just
time
talking.
we're
We're
doing
actually
it.
doing it. You know, we're going to bring you along as we figure it all out. Okay, what works, what doesn't, and what changes our minds. For now, just gave us something useful.
Yeah, July did. Yeah.
A real starting point. You know, a real starting number, I should say. We'll track 3 normal months first before we change anything.
Yeah.
Because we want to know what our life is actually going to cost us first.
Exactly. So thank you for coming along, and we'll see you in the next one.
See ya.